Hi, today we're going to talk about how to hang cardboard sewing patterns. When you've finished your sample pattern, you need to punch it. When it's punched, you put the pattern together, smallest pieces to largest pieces. Now you need to hang it up for storage before it's graded. A lot of patterns very fast, and the best way of storing them is using a pattern hook. Very simple to use. With your patterns punched, with a pattern punch, slide the hook through from the back to the front, and of course easy enough to store. Now after a while that can get quite expensive using pattern hooks. Easy cheap alternative is to just use a piece of cotton string. Now this can be any length you like. I like having them all a consistent length of around 50 centimeters cut. You can cut them to whatever length you like. Between 50 and 60 centimeters works quite well. It's best if they're made out of a natural cotton string, not a plastic string, because the plastic will make the knots slip and your patterns will end up on the floor. Put your string around about 50 to 60 centimeters in length. Knot the end together. Take your sample pattern. Quite a simple process. Feed one end through, open it up, feed it like this, and it's ready to go. When you hang patterns, it's very important to make sure there's a spec sheet hung with them. Patterns that are works in progress often don't have any sizings or names allocated to them yet, so it's important we have the spec sheet. Now, the spec sheet can be very rough when you're at sample garment stage, or it can be a professionally printed one. It's best if you store these in a plastic sleeve. It keeps them nice and clean, and it also enables the sample machinist to use the spec sheet and put it back in the sleeve when you're finished. So to store a pattern, it is simply a spec sheet with a plastic sleeve, with the sample pattern in the sample size, which is usually size 10, straight onto a hanger and on the rack. Now it's also quite important, if you have had the sample garment made, to hang the sample garment with the sample pattern.